Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of Joe Boo's Day Job. One thing that drives me crazy is when people do shoddy work. And this is the thing that is difficult. You see so many shows on television and things where, I'm not trying to dismiss the, DIY channels and things, but they show you some stuff on there that seems really, really cool and seems really, really easy. Um, but if you don't know what you're doing in some steps, you can make some major, major mistakes. And this is one of those ones that, you find out later on that a place that looks really nice and they say, oh, it's been completely renovated. But what does that really mean? Now, right now, I'm in a house that was built around 1910. And when they purchased it as a complete renovated house. Had new floorings in it, freshly painted, Trex decking and stuff on the back. And 2 years later, they're finding out some of the shoddy work that was on there. For example, I had to go underneath the deck and temporarily shore it up because there's no joist hangers under the deck. And the joists have pulled away, and literally the Trex is holding the deck up. I mean, this is literally, fortunately, it's not a two-story deck. It's only a few feet off the ground. But if they had gotten a couple people on there, literally, it could have collapsed and really hurt somebody because underneath of it, they had taken all the debris, the clay, terracotta, waistlines and stuff are underneath there. There's concrete that's underneath there. It's a hazard literally underneath of there. So they just dumped all that debris and just left it there. Yesterday, I dealt with the other shower that was leaking, and I'm in the other bathroom where they put in a new shower and a new surround, and it looks great. But we have the same issue in this one down here where you can see how much water is sitting up around the fitting where they put the rubber gasket on top. It's not leaking in the ceiling. The shower surround that they put in is. And with this, the shower surround has been leaking, running down the side here onto the molding. Now, it's a great size molding that they have in there. What they put into a bathroom, which is a wet area, you'll have the heat and the humidity from the shower, taking a nice hot shower. You don't want to use particle board molding. It'll swell up and fall apart. For the contractor, it's great because it's, 30 cents cheaper a foot. You don't know the difference when you show up because you just see, oh, look at the pretty base molding. That shit's got to go. Now, while I was dealing with the shower leaking and going to the wall, as I'm down there redoing the caulking and everything in there, sewer gas. They did not put a trap on this shower when they did it. This shower's got to come out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The other problem with it is the shower's too small. The whole bathroom layout is terrible. And here's the next mistake that's made. Again, when you come in, you look at this floor and say, oh, look at the nice new floor. Look, we got a new shower. We got a new toilet. We got a new floor. You never, ever, ever want to use a laminate floor in a bathroom. A laminate floor looks good, cost effective and all that, is a floating floor. By definition, it's made to expand and contract. So that way, between the heat and the humidity and the cold, it can move, which is in direct conflict with the toilet. The bathroom downstairs, the powder room, because it's, of course, with the toilet, it makes it difficult to get a seal on it. And you are now taking away from the toilet being locked down the floor's ability to move. And so now the flooring in the downstairs powder room is buckling because it can't expand because it's literally pinched by the toilet. So this is what drives me crazy is, and I don't know if this was a Harry homeowner who saw DIY shows and said, "Oh, we can do that. We can fix this place up and we can flip it." And when you flip a place like this and you don't have a rat's ass, and I'm not saying there's not things that you can do yourself. There's a lot of things you can do yourself, and including plumbing. I'm actually self-taught on plumbing from working with plumbers and watching them as a general contractor and learning the tricks of the trade and how it's done, as well as reading and actually doing. Okay? But if it's your first time, you better make sure you know the basics. And the basic thing is you have to put a trap in on your sinks, your showers, your all of them. Now you don't put one on the toilet. So understand the toilet is built with a trap in it. That's what this is. See this right here? This is the trap for the toilet. And if you don't know why there's a trap, let me explain it. They realize that if they put a curve below where the water goes out, water sits in there. This is important because your drains, every single drain in your house, every toilet, every floor drain is connected to the city's sewer system. So from the time it leaves your house and goes out to that street, it hits a bigger pipe and then a bigger pipe, and eventually it goes all the way to the treatment plant. Sewage has methane gases and other gases and smells. And the way the system is designed is you have the traps that hold the sewer gases at bay, but then can vent to the roof where they're not toxic to breathe. And this is key because without a trap, you are now the vent for everybody's shit between your house and the treatment plant. And that's what we got going on here. And this is the kind of thing that really just pisses me off that somebody got away with this. I literally have been here. My daughter gave me a list of things from, the ceiling's got a stain in there because they didn't know how to do the shower device that the rubber ring goes underneath and you need to use plumber's putty, to not putting a trap on that, and coming to find out that the powder room downstairs used to always have that same sewer smell. And the people that they bought it from said, "Oh, well, it's just a powder room. It's not like a regular bathroom, but we'll put a trap on it." So I'm not sure if I'm more pissed off that they make the whole issue nonchalant and say it's just a powder room, or if they just really just don't know what they're doing. Yeah. Be careful when you see a completely renovated home. Make sure you have somebody go through it that knows beyond what nice floors look like. Because a lot of times they look nice today, they won't in a year. I'm Mark Holmes, and thank you for being part of Joe Boo's Day Job. What we're going to do, I forgot to add this in here. What I'm going to do is, I'm putting her on the schedule. We're actually going to, because the shower is so small and this layout is so bad, because there's the window, there's the closet, there's the door that's here, and then the vanity's here. Ultimately, it would have been better to have had the door right here. Have the door right here, the vanity right here, the toilet right here, and then you could have had a full bathtub over here. We're not ready to go through and redo all the plumbing, although we probably should. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the shower. We'll take this crap out. We're going to build a new pan, but it's not going to be a typical pan because we have space restrictions. Basically, what we're going to do is, if you look at the size of this pan, extend it over here by about 14 inches. We're going to build a half wall up in here that will go 45. And we'll do the same thing over here. We'll tile it, and then we'll put a 30-inch door. Nice wide door to get in. We'll move the light fixture, and there's an access panel here, and that's part of the reason why we don't want to carry the wall all the way up. But this will allow the light to come in. We'll have the pretty frameless glass door that'll be up on here, and there'll be a lot more space inside of it. There's not a whole lot that we can do without major work, but if we can fix this shower and stop the sewer gas, at least that's a start. I never get called for the easy jobs. Never. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you soon.